What's the deal, baby? We're back. You know what it is. It's Southern Light Best NBA podcast out right now. It's your boy Roger.
I'm Big Kev.
Big Kev.
Big Kever.
Come on now. Hey, what's the deal with you, cuz? What's going on, man?
Chilling, man. Another day, man. Another episode. Another day, another episode.
Come on, man. NBA, hey, we get close to that trade deadline. All-Star weekend. So we at the mid of the season. And, you know, it's looking kind of scary for some teams. But let's get into it. Some trades. Again, like I said, it's getting close. What, we Thursday?
Yeah.
So
Thursday trade deadline. You already know Woj hit us first before before you even get out. Woj hit us first. We the first line.
Come on, people hit me up like, hey, how you? I'm like, hey, yo, this boy got traded for this. Like, how you know? Like, bro, I got the connections. People really don't think I got the connections.
Anybody watching, I want to know the trades that's coming up, what's about to happen. Go and hit us early, DM, whatever. You feel me? Hit us early. We'll let y'all know.
Come on, because we gonna know 2 days in advance. One trade though I didn't know about that ended up happening was that Covington, Norman Powell trade to the Clippers for Eric Bledsoe and
rookie Keon Johnson,
Keon Johnson and I think a draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know what Portland doing. I'm gonna be honest with you. Dame said before the season started he needed help, and Ben McLemore, Eric Bledsoe, Zach Collins, Johnson, and a couple other guys they did get for that team this year ain't what I think Dame meant by helping this team out.
Yeah.
Yeah, making them better. Clippers, though, I'm being a Laker fan. That's scary. That's scary.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of defense. Like,
hell yeah.
I seen somebody put like a small ball lineup, and I think they had Ibaka at the 5. Yeah, Ibaka at the 5. Kawhi at the Covington at the 4. The Kawhi, and then Norman Powell and PG, which is that's pretty legit. Like you really not. It's gonna be hard to score on a team like that unless you Joel, AD, somebody like that, Jokic. A big, like, but other than that, that's gonna be hard to kind of stop. Covington can shoot the 3, Norman Powell can shoot the 3. We know what Kawhi and PG do, so
yeah.
I get a trade like a for the Clippers. It'd be like I'd say like a 7-8.
Yeah, it was scary. I ain't gonna lie, that's a big move for the Clips for sure.
Yeah, I still feel like they need a point guard. Like I don't think Reggie Jackson, even though he just gamed us, I don't think Reggie Jackson's like legit.
Yeah.
That guy. The guy to come off the bench for you, yeah, but I don't know about starting, I don't know about starting. Like I said, Portland, on their behalf, I don't really see nothing going in Portland going for them, anything. Yeah. Actually, let's just start there. There's already reports that CJ gonna get traded either by All-Star break, by a trade deadline, or by the summertime. It's tough to say where CJ can go, where it actually benefits him and the team he goes to.
Yeah.
People don't look, because I know people don't look at you got to match salaries and all that, because everybody was like, why the Lakers didn't go get Covington and Norman Powell? So like, we ain't got we only got 3 dudes that make double digits pay. You feel me? Get double digits pay, and that's Westbrook, LeBron, AD. The rest of the dudes is, I think Taylor's the next closest, and he make like $9 million a year. We don't got the money to do it. So you got to find the right team that's gonna have the money to make it happen. But even if you take out the money and all that work, where do you think CJ, CJ go, they got to get rid of Dame. That's how I see it.
Yeah. With CJ's ability to score, man, I feel like, every team could use some scoring. I ain't gonna say every single team, but most teams could use some scoring. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you can't go to teams that are already established at the 1 and 2 that got their main scores or whatever. But like, I've seen reports of him going to Dallas. You feel me? Teaming up with Luka. That would be, I think that would be dope to take some pressure off of Luka, because Luka got to damn near do everything. He got the ball in his hand, damn near every possession. You feel me? That'd be kind of cool to have somebody take the ball out of his hands. shit. Like I said, anywhere you could Lakers. Shit, hell, I'll take him on the Kings. Shit. Really, like I said, he's that good of a scorer. You know what I'm saying? Even the games where Dame's been there's been some games where he went crazy. There's been a lot of games where Dame was out and he went crazy. 50 points, 45, 40. Like he's a hell of a scorer, you feel me? And he's already established himself as one of the best scorers in the game. So like I said, you can really go to most places, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, but you're right though. They trade CJ, you might as well get Dame out of there because y'all not gonna go nowhere.
No, Dame is getting.
Regardless.
I mean, I think Dame like 31, 32, so it makes sense for
Hell
you
yeah.
might as well just go into the rebuilding stage.
Get that process going. Yeah.
Give me a trade scenario you'd like to see coming Thursday.
Okay. One for sure I would like to see. I want to see Fox get traded, to be honest. I can't really tell you exactly where. I got a couple spots.
Hey, remember I told you, I said before we started recording, I got a trade for you that you're not gonna expect, and you're gonna be like, oh, okay. Now listen to me.
Okay.
I want to see De'Aaron get traded too, because y'all disrespecting the boy wasting his talent over there. De'Aaron, would you take De'Aaron for Kemba and Julius Randle?
Yeah, I like it.
I can
either or. I'll take Kemba or D Rose. You feel me? I won't be too extra. I'll take either one though.
I think that the money matches up, right? You feel me? De'Aaron, I say De'Aaron. Like I said, y'all wasting his talent. You feel me? Y'all keep drafting point guards, so that meant that's how I knew it was pointless for him being on the team, because y'all kept drafting point guards after point guards. So it's like y'all really don't trust this man as being the man, like the legit man for y'all.
I mean,
y'all,
you know what?
There ain't no way y'all could.
Yeah, exactly. And I felt the same way, especially drafting Haliburton and seeing you know what I'm saying, his ability. He's a real
what he just had
a real point
last
guard.
Night. What do you have? 14, 17 assists?
17 assists last night.
Yeah.
And every time Fox was out, he's been hooping. And like I said, I remember I said this a few episodes ago. I haven't really seen Fox string together 10 plus assist games like that. Like his career high is 15. I had to do some research on him, but he doesn't have a lot of games of multiple or double digit assist games. Like he's a hell of a scorer, 44 here, 46 here. Like he's a hell of a scorer. But as far as being a point guard, like really leading a team, I think Haliburton is already showing he can do that better than Fox. Like it's literally his game is on some Chris Paul type of shit. Like he makes the right play every possession. It's pick and roll. Either he's gonna go for the floater, it's gonna be a lob, stop and pop. He can pull from three. He can pull from the mid. With Fox being out at a point in time with 8 games in, he was part of the 50, 40, 90 club for 9 games straight. You feel me? Without Fox. So the potential, I see it in Haliburton. I know there's reports they wanted that Philly wanted him for Ben Simmons. Low key, I'll probably still take that just because it's Ben. You feel me? But yeah, Haliburton looking like he's our future, and even with Davion Mitchell coming in and playing without Fox being gone, he's been hooping, averaging 17 and 5. I mean, it's not crazy, but you know what I'm saying. It's a good start for him. So I like to see Fox out of there. I'll take that Kemba for Julius Randle trade though, for sure. I'll take that.
Okay. Another one I like is LeVert to Cleveland.
Oh yeah. I seen that.
Yeah. I don't know if maybe for Sexton and somebody else or something like that, Cedi Osman, something like that. But LeVert to Cleveland, man, that Cleveland team is already a monster. Defensive wise, I think they rank the top in defense. We're gonna talk about this guy, Jared Allen, a little bit later, but Jared Allen, Darius Garland, shout out to him being an all-star for the first time. But yeah, it's that Cleveland team with a LeVert that can go out there, and we know what LeVert can do. He can get buckets with no problem.
Exactly.
You get somebody like that on that Cleveland team, no, they don't win a championship, of course, but they right there, they get into that point where you're gonna have to start talking about them. Like
Facts.
they can do what Atlanta did last year, getting to Eastern Conference Finals. Like they got the team to do it. They got a lot of young guys that, you feel me? Right now, it's looking like that trade between the Nets. The Nets, the Rockets, and Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
Right now, Cleveland looking like the winners out of that fully,
Facts.
fully. You got another one
Another trade
before we talk
scenario.
about that? Yeah, because we know the big trade. We already
Yeah.
know. So
I mean,
let's say
I even got So it's funny because I had Julius Randle to the Kings already. I had that down on there
okay,
because
yeah,
that was dope. You had
okay.
that. Another one I had seen the other day was Fox to the Pelicans, and they were talking about for BI, had a little package around BI or whatever. Even if it was straight up or a package, I would take BI. You know what I'm saying, with Hal Burton Mitchell, throw BI at the 3. I would take
But
that.
I don't know, but in my opinion, I really like BI, but I don't know if that's what get y'all over the. I think y'all need something that's gonna get y'all over the hump. I don't know if you getting BI. I just feel like you get another person that can score. Same thing De'Aaron can do, score buckets. I don't think
Yeah,
overall game he changes the way stuff is played. I don't know. You can't tell until you actually see it. But just going off of what we know and how BI play, I feel like he gonna get you buckets. He gonna have some nights when he might be close to a triple dub. You feel me? Hal Burton might, I don't know, maybe if Hal Burton gets more confident knowing De'Aaron ain't a chance that, this is his job. He's starting. So it can be nice. I fuck with BI. I think it helps New Orleans out too because they don't have a point guard.
What would you? Okay, I got one. I got one for you. I mean, it could be involving other players in the package or whatever. But how would you take Kemba Walker on the Lakers if it was getting rid of Westbrook? Would you take a Knicks package deal?
I'm about to tell you who I want if I'm going to get rid of Westbrook. It's going to sound crazy because it's most likely not going to happen. But give me Spencer Dinwiddie. Just redo the trade.
Dinwiddie?
Add Dinwiddie into the trade. It's still not enough because Dinwiddie only make like $18 million. You're going to have to ask other stuff. Bring in some of the guys we already had. Bring them back that we had and add Dinwiddie and we trade Westbrook that way. I would take Spencer Dinwiddie for the fact that he's a bucket. I don't know, maybe he's just not fitting in that in Washington, but Dinwiddie's a bucket. Before he came to Washington, we saw it in Brooklyn. So if that's what I had Dinwiddie to LA, but Westbrook after last night, I want him to get traded not because of how he's playing, but for the fact that the fans don't respect him at the games on social media. They don't respect him. Get them and let the man go, man. Let him get traded so he can. Because right now I feel like he getting in his own head like fully. So if you're gonna trade him, let's trade him, and or let's just get through trade deadline. So then he don't got to worry about it no more,
Yeah.
But if we talking about Westbrook, I like the Westbrook for Wall. That's been talked about. It's just so hard with Westbrook because he makes so much money. It's like that's the whole part. It's not like people like, oh, Lakers need to trade Westbrook. It's not that easy because first off, you got to find somebody. First off, the fans, y'all make it worse because you think people don't see what y'all say and how the way you playing and all that. It's like you want a team to take that plus the money he gets with that contract. It's the contract. Westbrook $13 million. It'll be easy to flip him and trade him like that. That's why they had to trade him from Washington. You got to trade him for 4 players. So that one is tough. I guess we should just talk about I think the trade everybody want to see because I think making this trade will make everything back to duos. No more trios, no more big threes really. Is Harden to Philly for Ben.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think they're gonna have to throw another dude in to make the money right, or they're gonna have to find a third team. But Harden for Ben, I like it just for the fact that I don't see how it benefits Brooklyn, to be honest. I don't think it makes them better in any way. But Philly, you get an upside. You're taking a player that ain't been playing right now, and you adding somebody that's going to actually play and is honestly better than Ben in every way except defense. Anything else, Harden does better. He can get you the same rebounds, the same assists, actually more assists, more points. So it's like the only thing you losing out on is the defense, but your defense been looking solid while he's been gone. So it really hasn't mattered. Now let's look at the other side. You put Ben on the Nets, you lose the scoring you get him from Harden. Honestly, you only thing you gain from it is the defense. You don't gain nothing else but the defense. So when it comes to them having to play, I don't think you win a championship now, because now when you have to play Milwaukee, the Bucks, Chicago, I'm trusting Middleton and Drew Holiday and Giannis over half the game Kyrie, because he ain't playing home games, and Ben Simmons and KD. Like, KD gonna do his thing, but I feel like KD cancels out with Giannis. They cancel each other out. I'm taking Middleton over Ben. I'm taking you. Like I said, you only got Kyrie there 3 games, or you're gonna have him 4 games, one or the other. You feel me? So boom, I'm taking that 7-game Drew Holiday. Go to the Bulls, DeMar, Vujovic, Zach LaVine, taking that over them 3. Same thing with Miami, Bam, Kyle Lowry, Jimmy B, or Tyler Hero instead of Kyle Lowry. It's like, I got to, because Ben, you only good as the last thing we've seen, and the last thing we've seen is boy ain't got no confidence. Boy ain't got no confidence. I seen you raise your head up when I said it don't really benefit the Nets, and I want to know why.
Oh, you okay? So, with Ben going, I totally agree with you. First, I want to say I totally agree with Harden to Philly and everything you said about him, comparing him to Ben and everything. I agree. With Ben going to Brooklyn, like me and you discussed it before with Ben, how you was kind of saying he ain't them really, but a Draymond, a souped up Draymond.
Souped up Draymond, athletic Draymond.
Athletic Draymond. Draymond is, like we even said it a couple episodes ago, Draymond is damn near just as big as Steph, if not bigger than Steph, to their success. As far as their team success.
Yeah, because he's the heart and soul.
Because of what he does.
Ben is no. It's not because what he does. It's because of how he acts. Because of his vocalness it's not just the gameplay. Like Draymond talk just like Marcus Smart. It's not about his gameplay. It's the hustle plays. Sometimes he can talk to people. He getting everybody. Ben don't do that. It's a difference. I give you that. The gameplay is you feel me. He's not the heart and soul. Like, you take Draymond off the team, you can see they start losing games because they don't got when they start losing, you don't got that guy talking like, "Hey, what the fuck is we doing out here?"
Oh yeah. Okay, so if you mean vocal wise, I understand.
Yeah, he's not as vocal as you feel me.
I meant like play style.
I don't say the passion.
Yeah. Ben definitely don't got the same passion as Draymond for sure. I give you that for sure.
Of course.
As far as the play style though, like you said, he has souped up Draymond. That was one of Brooklyn's. Downfalls was their defense. You know what I'm saying? They got the offense. You lose a lot of offense with Harden being out. Ben's playmaking still elite. You feel me? I mean, Harden can get you some more assists, but Ben's playmaking still elite. And with Ben Simmons playing the 1, he's still going to cause a mismatch for damn near every team that they play. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't necessarily put a point guard on Ben unless you have a Drew Holiday or defensive minded point guard.
But you can stick him like most people were sticking them, where you stick him from the free throw line and just build a wall. You can
True, but it's a little different when you got a player who's post dominant, who's dominant in the post more than being out on the outside. You're not gonna have the same spacing as much. With Embiid and Ben, it's like, okay, we can try running this pick and roll, this pick and pop, but for the most part, Embiid's trying to get his buckets. So it's like, if Ben's not shooting and Ben is Embiid posting up trying to get his buckets, it's kind of like it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? He don't got no Embiid in Brooklyn. It'll be a Kyrie, it'll be a KD, and honestly, with the Kyrie thing, it could be good and bad. It could be bad when they need him on the road and they not be able to have him. But shit, you get arrested Kyrie in between of the games, like, we know what he can do.
It can be rough. It's two R's to that.
We got the biggest shot in NBA history.
Yeah, it's two R's to that though. It's either he can be rested or he can be rusty. Because he can probably, you gotta think he's never getting a rhythm if you feel me, if games is switching from, he never really catching them. Because you say, all right, he played them 2 games, he hot, but then he don't play the next 2 games. By that 5th game, he can still have that same heat, but he can be, that's So that's a tough situation. But what I'm saying is, I understand you saying Ben's defense, but I don't feel like just bringing Ben makes that whole team play better defense.
Oh yeah, no,
because the fact that my thing is, you're saying the point guards he can beat them, but if you look at the East, 2 of the dominant teams in the East, they dudes ain't point guards. It's Giannis and it's Embiid. What do you do as the Nets with Ben to stop Giannis and Embiid? Because that means if you still got Harden on the Sixers, if this trade go down, who's sticking Harden? You putting
that in that case,
Ben on Harden?
Yeah, as far as the bigs, I mean, you can attempt to put Ben on those dudes. Can he stop those guys? Probably not. Most likely not, because nobody can damn near stop
Draymond sticks him. No, Draymond. Hold on, Draymond sticks him.
Draymond does guard the bigs. He does switch out occasionally on perimeter players, but Ben's more for the perimeter guys. Ben guards more the perimeter players. Without Ben and you got Harden, Kyrie in them, you can't say who's checking. Who's a good scorer in the East? Any dope scorer, top scorer in the East, a DeRozan, a Zach LaVine. You can't really say, hey, Kyrie, go get him. Harden, go guard him. KD. You can put KD on him.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So when you play those matchups, though, when you get those matchups of the board, let's just take the Bulls in Chicago. In Brooklyn, that means Kyrie's not playing.
Mm-hmm.
How do you stick them? How do you honestly stick them?
You're gonna have to take the chance on whoever the hottest top scorer. You're gonna have to put Ben on DeRozan.
All right, you put Ben on DeRozan. LaVine
cooking.
But no, it's just not LaVine cooking, because then you got Vujovic.
True.
He can get you 25. It's not it's not hard for him. And Claxton, I just don't see just bringing Ben. I think
Ben for sure. I think Ben for sure. You can say, okay, you can go put him on the best scorer. If say he was on Philly and they was playing Brooklyn, okay, Ben, you got KD. You're gonna have to put him on them. You know what I'm saying? And Ben last year was runner-up for Defensive Player of the Year, so he can hold his own.
What I'm saying is, all right, but the team with that Philly team is, you have people like Thibault and you had Joel, who could stick to any any interior defender. So he had more defending people around him, which makes his defense look even better. Not saying he's a great defender. So having somebody like that, you feel me? I just think that going to a team that's really an offensive team, or some players are just whatever, it's going to be a little bit more tough for him to that defense is going to be there, but I don't know if it's going to be crazy enough to, push them over the edge, or crazy enough to make up for his the lack of offense he got. You feel me?
True. And like what you were saying earlier with his confidence, if anything, we see all the workout videos of him shooting Curry range threes and all that shit, but realistically, if he just worked on his free throws this summer and can get consistent with the free throws, and he don't take the jumpers, it's still gonna hurt him in some areas, but as long as he can hit the free throws, that's the main thing.
But that
would definitely help his game a lot more. He probably average 5 or 6 more points just off free throws.
Well, I think one of them shots that showed that he wasn't confident wasn't even a jumper, was the under the basket.
Oh yeah, that one for sure.
Passed out.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Sure. That's that point guard mentality, because that's how you used to get on my head like that in 2K.
That's go up. But that's LeBron not passing that out.
LeBron would have bagged.
LeBron wanted to.
Brown.
CP is point guard, and he would have laid that up. It's just come on, bro. It's you gotta you play like Ben in 2K. That should have been said that. That's exactly how it is.
Other than that, man, they gotta add some. They just can't add Ben and then it's just Chip Nah,
That's why they
so you
want
got
that
to add
vaccine.
some.
That's
You got
why.
to
That's
add
why they
some,
want
like you
vaccine.
said. You got to have decent defenders around that, and with the roster that they got, there ain't nobody really on their squad known for defense. That's a
Yeah,
defender.
and I think you got to trade Harden because he already. It's pretty much reports that he's leaving. He's leaving. But I'm gonna bring the Nets up later because I want to ask you a question about your boy Kyrie.
Okay.
But All-Star weekend next weekend, they switched some shit up. They added a trophy, I think rings to the All-Star, to the All-Star game. I don't know. You seen the pictures?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's cool. They changed up the rookie and sophomore for Saturday, which I think is pretty dope. They split them up in 4 teams. Coach, they let some legends pick the squads. Was it Rick Barry, Gary Payton, James Worthy, and Isaiah Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah Thomas. So I'm read the teams off for you. You got Gary Payton's team: LaMelo Ball, Scotty Barnes, Iowa, Chris Duarte, Davion Mitchell, and then they took each team got a G League player, which is dope. You feel me?
Oh
The
yeah,
guys
that's
that
hard.
instead of going to college, they chose to go to the G League, which you feel me? That's I guess those are the what's the word I'm looking for? Those are the looking for the word. I guess those are the add-ons that you
Yeah,
get with going to the G League instead of going to college. You ain't getting all-star appearances in college. It's not happening.
yeah.
You feel me? So that's dope. But dude named Scott Henderson. I ain't really watched none of the G League G League players yet. So I don't know how good he is, but you feel me? Get this Saturday to see. So I think all those guys, they're gonna try to, act
Act
up.
up. Yeah, they're
They're
gonna
gonna,
try. They
they're gonna
got
try,
to. You
they're gonna
getting
try to
that
act up.
national exposure like that? You got to.
So that's team Gary Payton, team Brett Berry, Kate Cunningham, G League player named Dyson Daniels, Evan Mobley, Isaiah, Isaac Okoro, Alfred Sigon, Jason Tate, Sean Tate, and Franz Wagner.
Okay.
And then you got Team Isaiah Precious. How you say his last name? Precious
Precious
Achua.
Achua.
Achua, yeah.
Yeah.
Desmond Bain, Sadiq Bey, Anthony Edwards, Ty Halliburton, G League player named Jaden Harden, Isaiah Stewart. We all know Isaiah Stewart for, then you got that's Team Isaiah. Then you got the last team, Team James Worthy, Cole Anthony, G League player Mardon Gidlet, Josh Giddey, Jalen Green, Herbert Jones, Maxey, and Jalen Suggs. So
Yeah,
how they
right.
gonna do it is 3 games. First 2 games is by 50.
Okay.
And then the next game, the final game is 25. So I think it's 2 losses you out. I think I don't know how they're gonna do it if it's 2 losses you out or what, because 4 teams, unless they're gonna have the same 2 teams play against each other twice, you feel me?
Yeah.
But to me though, if you're going off of what we know, what we've seen, I might have to go with that Gary Payton,
Gary Payton.
LaMelo Ball, Scotty Barnes, Duarte, feel me? Iowa, Davion. I think if I had to rank them, I have to go Gary Payton, then Barry's, that Kate Cunningham, and that Mobley. And then I have to go. I'm gonna have to go to Isaiah with that Anthony Edwards and that Halliburton, and then
Yeah.
James Worthy. James
Okay.
Worthy. Oh no, because Worthy got Jalen Green, Maxey, Josh Giddey, Cole Anthony. That's kind of nasty.
Cole Anthony nasty for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Them solid squads. I gotta go.
Maybe Worthy third.
anything Kings I gotta ride with, but I'll probably go with my boy Halliburton. I'll probably go with Halliburton.
So Team Isaiah.
Yeah, Team Isaiah. I got yeah. We'll go Team Isaiah is the best. I like that Gary Payton team with Davion though, because that's you feel me. That was his comparison to you a little bit. You feel me? But
the LaMelo Ball, Scotty Ball,
LaMelo Ball, Scotty. Yeah, that team sound crazy.
They got some length over there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
A bucket. Like I said, I never see Scotty Henderson, so it's gonna be kind of dope. Scott Henderson to see these G League dudes, see what they do. And
yeah, I see some highlights from him. He pretty dope.
Okay.
During the too, hooping.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see. Yeah. And then during the middle of the games, they're gonna do a little clutch shooting challenge where they're gonna shoot from like legendary spots, I guess like game winners and stuff with men. Okay. The teams is Halliburton and Desmond Baines, Scotty Barnes, Chris Duarte. It's all twos. Evan Mobley, Josh Giddey, and then a G League team of Inbo, Zing, and Michael Foster. So they got their own G League, got their own squad. Okay. Everybody 2-on-2s. So Desmond Bain got a 3 on him. He got a jumper on him.
Halliburton got a wet ball on too.
Yeah, so. I'm gonna probably go with that squad. I'm going with Halliburton and Bain because Scotty Barnes, Duarte, it's like
Duarte can hit. I don't know about
Scotty.
I ain't sold on Scotty's like that.
Yeah, and then Mobley and Giddey.
Giddey don't shoot enough for.
Yeah,
he don't really shoot like that, bro. To be like, I don't know.
But like I said, I haven't seen that a G League dude, so I think it's gonna be interesting to see. Yeah. So how you feel about like the switch up of going from rookie and sophomore game to, you feel me, now to a little tournament?
It's cool to bring some. It's always cool to add something new to All-Star Weekend. Okay. It's always cool to add something new because sometimes it can get kind of repetitive and it's kind of like, all right, let's see something different. You know, remember they used to have the I don't know if they took it out or if they still do it, but remember they had the skills challenge.
Yeah, they still got it.
Then they had the before they used to have horse. Back in the day they used to have one-on-ones. I just seen the old school one recently. It was Dr. J versus Kareem 1-on-1. That was crazy. Fire. Yeah, that was crazy to see.
I wish they would bring that back, the little 1-on-1.
Hell yeah, or even like a little pickup game, bring some of the legends back. See if the legends still let Magic come out there one time. See if he still got
it. That's what the celebrity game for. They be having a little couple.
Oh, true. Yeah. They have a couple. Yeah, true.
A couple old heads in there, you know. Doing
I was talking about, I want all old heads. I want give me dream team. Give me dream teams out there. So or let me see. Or even throw legends in some of the events. The 3-point contest. Let Reggie come out his seat one time.
I think they did. They don't do the whole 3-point contest, but they be doing a little.
The Rising Stars challenge.
Rising Stars.
Where they had like a WNBA player in it. Yeah. I want to see them go official to legends.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I feel like some of them legends probably still got the web ball.
You feel
like
me?
Reggie might still be.
They ain't really running.
Ray might kill a dude. Ray might kill somebody.
Give me five vets, and then you feel me 5 of the current players.
Man, that'll be tough.
Best of the best. That'll be crazy.
That'd be tough. Let's move on to Sunday. You got the All-Star Weekend, the rosters on your side.
The rosters, I do actually. Let's see. You want to go? Let me see. East first.
Yeah, East first. Read them.
All right. So on the East, we got Chris Middleton. We got Fred VanVleet. We got Jason Tatum, Zach LaVine, James Harden, Darius Garland, Jimmy B, and then we got. And then those, I guess those. We also got.
Those are reserves.
Those are the reserves.
Those are the reserves. Yeah.
Yeah, and then for the starters, we got Trae Young, DeMar DeRozan, Joel Embiid, Giannis, and then KD. And then KD might, I guess, gonna be out. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then,
all right, you want to just start? You want to just talk about that? that roster first before we even move
Even go
on
to
to
the
the
East.
West?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody in that starting five that you think shouldn't be in that starting five?
To be honest, bro. No. As
Okay,
far as
everybody should be there.
I think everybody should be there. I know.
Facts.
Trey Young was getting some attention for that. Some people, Charles Barkley thought that Trey Young shouldn't be there. Me personally, I feel like he should. He put up numbers. He put up crazy numbers on people like
Yeah, he
50
had
and
a little slump
12,
for a
48
minute.
and
He had a
16. Like he puts up
beginning of the
buckets.
year. Beginning of the year, he had a little slump trying to get a rhythm. But I don't. For me, by the way y'all do it with two guards, three forwards. I mean, two forwards and a center. Then yeah, I don't see no other guard that should replace him.
Exactly.
What about the reserves? You feel like everybody should have no snubs this year?
You can make a couple cases, but it's kind of hard to take some of the people off because some of the players got better records. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have argued, you could have put LaMelo Ball. You could
Yeah,
put
I can
LaMelo Ball as a reserve.
Yeah, but I understand the records and all, but that I see that being more of a part of when you going towards MVPs and stuff like that. But when we talking about an All Star, I feel like you going for the best. All Stars, damn near the best players. You feel me?
Yeah.
I feel like because all NBA teams, I feel like same way. It shouldn't just go off a record. It should go off. You can go off the stats.
Yeah.
Overall, this dude is that guy. So, like to me, Jared Allen, I think should have been there instead of Chris Middleton. To me, Chris Middleton is not even it's the third best player on their team. If we talking about going All-Star wise, it should have been Jrue Holiday over Middleton. But if I was going to not take another buck, I would have took Jared Allen. Like Chris Middleton, 19, 5 and 5. I get that, but Jared Allen, the 16 and 11.
Yeah.
And he just had a crazy game a couple nights ago.
Yeah, 20
it's
20,
like
20 plus.
He's shooting 64%. I think he's gonna break a record this year for percentage from the field. 67%. Yeah, 67%. So it's like that to me, sometimes I feel like it's not the record, but it's sometimes the team, the team you on. Because it's definitely not the record because we saw Melo in the top 10 list. We saw Westbrook in the top 10 list. And that's just because they was on the Lakers.
Yeah.
Like, so, Klay Thompson was in the top 10. You feel me? Kyrie sometimes it's not really it's the popularity of the player. It's other things, because that's what I would say. I think even you can replace Jared Allen with Darius Garland. To be honest, I feel like Jared Allen damn near the number one guy. The reason why they got the record they got, but Darius Garland, he definitely deserved it. It's his first time. It's Fred's first time. I think that's it for the East. It's them two, and which I think Fred definitely deserve it because Raptors is supposed to be in a rebuilding stage. They look way better than they supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but on the West, I got the West. Starters is LeBron, Jokic, Andrew Wiggins, Steph, and Ja Morant. That's fire. Reserves is Devin, Luka, Rudy, Draymond, Donovan, CP3, and Karl Anthony Towns. Starting five. Let's just start with the five. You think everybody deserve to be in that starting five?
I'm not too sold on. At first I wasn't too sold on the Andrew Wiggins pick.
Yeah.
But once I seen his stats for the season and I seen some of the big games, like they're not crazy, but I seen a couple 40-point games here and there. For the record that they had, yeah, nah. I couldn't figure out a really good reason to have him on there. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't get it.
Started.
Yeah,
You think he should have just not been an all-star at all?
I just maybe a reserve, maybe,
but not a starter.
But not a starter. Not a starter. Nah.
Yeah. But the thing is, like I said, it's by that position.
Yeah.
If you go by the position, he damn near the only small forward. Because Luka, they make Luka play.
I'm like 18, 4 and 2. I'm like, that's not. You feel me? That's not crazy at all.
Nah.
Like at all.
What about the reserves? Anybody that shouldn't be on there?
Even with I feel like everybody that's on there deserved it.
You're a damn lie. Stop it.
I feel like everybody on
Stop
there.
Stop it. No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Even though he already said he's not playing and he said he'll replace the guy that I'm talking about right now, we're not about to do that. Draymond Green should not be a fucking all-star.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
He averaged 8, 7, and 7 and a block and steal a game. You telling me that should be over DeJounte Murray?
No, DeJounte Murray.
Let me tell you. Let me read the stats: 19, 8, and 9, and 2 steals a game. Second in rebounds for point guards. Fourth in assists overall. Set a record with triple doubles for the San Antonio Spurs. He got 10. There's no way DeJounte. I don't give a damn what the record is. That's what I'm saying. It's sometimes like the record, it could be bad. Same thing with I feel like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He averages like 25 and like 8. But you feel me? The record terrible. But we're talking about all-star. We're talking about the player. There's no way. This what I'm saying. It's a popularity because of the team, bro. Like we're not doing that. You just really sit there and say everybody deserves a spot.
But like you said, the record. I feel like the reason why the people voted for him is because nobody had them being this good this early on.
Bro, it's not because of him.
He's a big part of it, bro.
I give him the vocal part, but we're talking about the game.
Even the playing part. What do you mean?
8, bro. He
can guard them. He could damn near guard 1 through 5 sometimes, 2 through 5. Like
DeJounte averaged more steals than him.
That's true.
Okay,
but I'm just saying the record. I'm just saying that's why he made it on there.
It's not one, but what I'm saying it's not one stat that he does better than DeJounte Murray. Like what are we doing? Let's stop that,
that's
bro.
That's true.
Stop. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that because of a record. We're not doing that.
No, I'm saying that's just why they have him on there.
So Luke Walton should have had an all-star appearance thing.
Oh, yeah, we should have. We should have a couple.
Luke Walton should have had an all-star appearance. Fuck out of here, man. You tell me that. I'm saying no. You tell me then why Derek Fisher should have had a couple fucking all-star appearances. If this is the case,
it's a fish.
I'm just saying we're doing it by record of the team.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, man. Man, I didn't want to talk about All-Star Weekend no more. You just ruined everything. But we got to talk about it though. We can't leave this off of there. Dunk contest. They got some
prizes in there for me.
They got some heat. There's some heat. Jalen Green, Obi Toppin, Juan. How you say his last name? Juan from the Spurs.
Toscano Anderson.
Toscano, and then Cole Anthony.
Yeah.
I want to say, didn't Obi do it last year?
Yeah, I think he lost last year to Simons from the Blazers.
Okay. So Obi, and I think he was nice. Jalen Green, that boy's bouncing some.
Yeah, his bounce is different.
So I don't know.
Bounce different.
Cole Anthony too, though, because he's small as shit, and he got bounced.
Bro's like 6'1", 6 foot.
Yeah, so anything he do.
It's gonna look crazy.
Creative, it's gonna look ridiculous. I ain't really never seen Juan really like
do that thing crazy, huh?
Yeah,
like no flashy dunks or nothing.
I wanted Ja. I wanted Ja. I don't know why he just don't do it. He gonna be on that LeBron tip. He about to be on that LeBron tip. But I wanted Ja. I wanted Ja for real. Who you taking though? Obi got the experience. Jalen got the bounce. Cole got the height that's gonna make it look nasty. And then Juan is the probably the underdog. So
yeah.
anything he do is gonna be if he do something just a little bit crazy, it's gonna probably be 10.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like he's the underdog.
I'm gonna say upset Cole Anthony.
Cole Anthony
For the upset.
Yeah, I'm about to go Cole Anthony. I just feel like anything he do is gonna be on like that you feel me, the Spud Webb type.
But Jalen Green got that Gerald that Gerald Green.
His chin over the
yeah, like his shit is awesome.
No, like, I'm gonna take Jalen.
Yeah, like his bounce is crazy. I just think Jalen might jump too high and miss one or something. Because
his jersey might be.
There's a couple dunks this season that he missed. That if he would have dunked, bro, it would have been dunk of like the decade type shit. Like he.
Yeah, that's why I want Ja in there. I wanted Ja in there because he got a couple of them that could have.
He almost jumped. Yeah, he almost jumped over a couple people. Kevin Love.
He almost did Kevin Love.
He would have ended his career right there. For sure.
Hey, for real. Brooklyn, I want to get back to them. I want to ask you this because you know you love Kyrie and all that. Is he to blame for what the hell is about to happen in Brooklyn? Because it seemed like he told KD, let's do it. KD could have been on his 4th or 5th championship right now. But he came to Brooklyn. Harden came. You feel me? Gets traded there. Now Harden wants to leave. KD is eventually going to want to leave. I don't think he's going to want to stay. How much blame is it Kyrie's like on this whole situation? It seems like anywhere he goes, he's just a problem.
I mean, some of it you got to put some blame on Kyrie. You can't put all of it, but you got to put some blame on Kyrie. He kind of starts. Yeah, he kind of started everything. He kind of started everything. But
when hasn't he?
But shit, KD and Harden, they should still be able to, like, even with Kyrie only be able to play a certain amount of games, right. Harden and KD should still be able to do.
Sound good, right? Now I'm about to hold on. I'm gonna ask you this, cuz you working, right? It's a guy that you work with. You only come to work. You work 5 days a week. You only come to work 3 days, but you get paid for 5. How you gonna feel?
Be hot.
You go end up saying, I'm gonna want to lead a job, right?
Okay.
That's what Harden's dealing with. Kyrie get paid every game, but he not playing every game. You tell me that you sit out, you gonna get paid, chill at the crib, whatever you do. While I'm on the court trying to win this game, that's what I'm saying. How long wouldn't you be okay with a dude coming to work 3 times a week but getting paid for 5?
Yeah, nah, that's out.
So that's why I feel like that's why Harden want to leave. I don't think it's because him and KD don't think they can do it, but it's like I could have stayed in Houston and had the same privileges.
Yeah.
So I think that, and then it's like Daryl Morey and him is already cool, so why not go to Philly? You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to know like how you feel about your boy Kyrie. Just a problem anywhere he goes. He should just retire.
Nah.
He's a problem. Is he not?
He's not.
Was he a problem? Was there a problem in Boston?
Nah.
He didn't threaten Boston and say, "I'll sit out if you don't trade me."
I mean, he probably did.
Yeah, he told me he'll get surgery. He wasn't a problem with Cleveland and LeBron.
Nah, he just wanted to do his own thing.
Exactly. It's always something. There's always something.
He want to be a GOAT. You
can't be a GOAT if you're not gonna play.
But it's bigger than that. It's bigger than basketball. You gotta think where you gotta think the history. You gotta think the history that's gonna be behind it. You gotta think the history. He trying to be an icon.
Okay.
He'll be the Colin Kaepernick of the NBA.
we see we're calling him. You see, call. I don't think that was a good example you want to use.
Yeah,
Calling him, he played since.
but Kyrie talent too. You can't pass up Kyrie talent. You can't.
Yeah, okay. We'll see. One more thing. No, this reports LeBron wants to play with Bronny. That he gonna probably wherever Bronny go, that's where LeBron going. OKC, I feel like might be that place because they got so many damn picks for the next 10 years. It's ridiculous. And they like Rockets picks, Bay picks, Clippers picks. Yeah, they got, and it's so like I said, they got good chances of getting like lottery picks. You feel me?
Yeah.
Top picks in the draft. I really think, because I'm a Laker fan, I gotta think like this. I feel like LeBron might have said this, but it was more in effect to make sure his son is guaranteed top pick. Because I don't give a damn if it's LeBron in season 21, because we've seen what he do now. If LeBron stays at this level, motherfuckers is just going to draft Bronny just to get LeBron off rip.
Yeah.
Off rip. But in the back of my head, I'm thinking like, no, he probably really wanted to go play with his son because this is just going to be historic. Like, you feel me? First, I don't think that ever happened in no sport that I know of. And it'll just be dope to see. Like, imagine a lob from Bronny to LeBron or Bron to, that's like crazy. What's your opinion on the whole little thing?
No, it's not. That shit gonna be a crazy ending. Like, just imagine when his documentary drop. that's gonna be crazy.
They would have chipped together. It's that he go.
Yeah, he go. That's probably how it might end off. I think he's been saying it for a minute. He want to play with Bronny. I think something crazy might happen to where it might shit. What if it's Cleveland? What if he gets drafted to Cleveland? What if he gets drafted to a Miami or something like some crazy little trade happens in between times? We got a couple seasons before it happens.
Yeah, that will have to be, but you have to trade draft picks because the fact that I don't feel like Miami's no far from going to be in the lottery.
True.
And Cleveland's a young team I don't think they're going backwards. So for that to happen, they will have to trade picks. And like I said, OKC is in a rebuilding stage. You can see it. The Houston Rockets in a rebuilding stage. And I feel like they'll be in a rebuilding stage unless they can make some crazy trades happen. So, but yeah, I feel like you can guarantee Bronny a top 3 pick. As long as he plays in hoops, but top 3 pick for sure, just off the strength of LeBron James.
Yeah, and then like you said, if they got a chip together, that would be something that would put them. That'll put him over the top because right now he's just a little under 500 points that he needs to get second with Karl Malone, and then a little bit under 2,000 to pass Kareem. So I mean, that's only
healthy.
He's got to stay healthy, yeah. But he got to average about 18, 19 for the next, you feel me, couple seasons, and he'll be straight.
Yeah, we'll see. But it's been another episode of Something Light. It's your boy Roger.
Now, Big Kev.
Hold on. I'm tripping. Running back, reverse a little bit. What jersey you got on?
Oh man, I got the Jalen on today, man. The Indiana.
Okay, Jalen,
no Molly. You feel me?
Okay.
Who you got on, man?
Oh, little Crenshaw. Bron. Bron jersey. Mr. Triple Double. You seen it last night. Okay. Something like you already know what it is. What you smoking on?
Right now I got some Gorilla Glue right now. I'm on Gorilla Glue today. Okay. Yeah, what you smoking on?
I got that legendary old OMG. You hit that, you'll start saying, "Oh my god," like Jim Ross in WWE. That's oh my god, like Jim Ross. You already know. This. Oh my god, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, we got we got to start hashtagging so we can get some weed sponsors. It's about time we get sponsors.
Hashtag, yeah, man, it's time. Yeah, I need y'all to start contributing in this Something Light. Hey, but like I said, it's been another episode. It's your boy Roger.
I'm Kev.
Big Kev.